Oftentimes we have to see things in order for us to believe they are real. No matter how much we may doubt what is taking place right before our eyes, we can't deny what just happened when we see it for ourselves. Thanks to digital photography, we have no shortage of unbelievable videos floating all over the internet. Today, we are going to take a look and investigate 10 such instances of strange videos posted online that you may or may not believe are real. Without any further delay, let's jump right in.
And there shall be destruction and darkness come upon creation.
This video shows the terror felt by a Russian man as he captures a pesky poltergeist, causing strange happenings inside of his home. The unseen entity starts with very minor annoyances. The curtains slightly move as we hear faint disembodied breathing sounds. All of a sudden, the activity starts to have more physical manifestations. We see the cupboard doors start opening by themselves as the cameraman tries to debunk the activity that is happening right before his eyes. He shows that the room is completely level and that the windows were all sealed, essentially proving that none of what was happening could be explained by natural occurrences. Many think that paranormal entities or ghosts can find many ways to communicate with us, sometimes in ways that we aren't expecting. This next video shows what the poster believes to be a paranormal being trying to get his attention with a balloon. In this case, however, luckily it wasn't a red balloon, as this entire event would be going in a completely different direction. We see the balloon hover around the room, as if it were being pulled or controlled by some unseen force. Whilst we can't say for sure if we agree that this was a paranormal occurrence or not, experiencing something like this firsthand would leave anyone unsettled. A couple of friends record themselves on video while practicing their musical skills. We aren't given much information about when this occurred or what exactly happened, so we are left to fill in the blanks. After several minutes of playing, they decided to take a break and leave the room. Unfortunately for them, however, their ghostly cohabiter wasn't pleased by the level of their musical talents. As we see whatever is haunting the room go crazy and start throwing things around, before it violently shaking the camera. After rewatching and discussing this one further with the team, we concluded that it was most likely staged. But that is just our view. What do you think? Do you consider exploring abandoned buildings fun? Some people do, as you are about to see in the next video. We have to admit, the adrenaline rush from the potentially infinite number of things that could happen can be an exciting thrill. In this case, however, this explorer ran into someone or something during his exploration that maybe he shouldn't have.
أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. طلعت حدا والله طلع حدا والله طلع حدا والله طلع حدا يما.
In the video, we quickly get a glimpse of a shadowy figure suddenly appear before it runs off. The man in the video is speaking what sounds like Arabic, so we can only assume the video was recorded somewhere in the Middle East. Here we have another video that was captured by an explorer from somewhere in the Middle East. We see a man coming upon an old mirror whilst recording a video of himself. According to the details provided by the video, he said he was exploring an old abandoned morgue alone, late during the night. He described a constant feeling of being watched and perhaps even followed, despite knowing for a fact that he was alone at the time. The most chilling part was reflected in the mirror behind him. We see the image of someone or something. The person's face can clearly be seen looking into the mirror over his shoulder, but it appears he isn't able to see whomever or whatever it was. This is a terrifying situation that we bet no one would want to experience.
خريش إذا أنت موجود في مكان اطلع لي. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إذا طب خليك زي ما أنت. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
According to the on-screen text, it says that it was an encounter with a jinn. Jinn are mythological creatures that we have discussed extensively before on our channel.
We are at the halfway mark. If you enjoy these types of videos and want to see more, please consider subscribing. We upload new videos all the time, and we always do our best to bring you strange, creepy, and unexplained videos you've never seen before. Now, back to the video.
Can you see the ghostly girl standing in the window? This video was uploaded to TikTok and captured what the poster thinks is the apparition of a ghostly little girl. She is seen standing there, looking out of the window of the next door house. We can't quite make out what exactly is inside the house, but the TikTok poster believes it is definitely something creepy and paranormal. Perhaps it was truly a ghost that just couldn't manage to leave that house, or perhaps it was just a dirty window. Who can really say for sure? There is no shortage for online videos that show objects randomly moving on their own. From larger things such as motorbikes to smaller things like random household items. Poltergeists seem to have a fondness for bottles, it would seem, as there has been another recent video surfacing online showing a bottle being moved by a ghost. If you remember previously, we featured a video of a family that had a resident ghost with a strong affinity for Snapple. This time, however, a Reddit user posted a capture they made of a bottle that fell off the shelf and rolled on its own all over the floor.
Oh Jesus, okay, I don't know what I just ate, but whatever it was wasn't very good. Oh God, guys, I turned I'm gonna get out of here. Jesus, I'm on fire. What happened?
You moved on again?
I'm leaving. Well, I may not have done anything so far in this game, but at least I found myself a rocking chair. I feel like...
They hold me.
What?
Are you deaf?
I didn't hear anything. I don't know if it's maybe the fan?
The fan wouldn't do that.
Okay, it looks like it's done. Oh, no.
Yeah, the fan can't do that. It's been rolling back and forth. The fan wouldn't do that.
At the funeral service of a young child who sadly passed away, a touching moment was captured when a single white balloon moved down the aisle all by itself and stood next to the grieving mother of the child. Many commenters online said that they believed it to be the ghost of the boy coming back and doing this as his way to assure and comfort his mother. This video is similar to the previous balloon feature on this list. However, the implications make it more touching and comforting for the family member involved. This next girl is a reminder of why it is important to lock doors behind you. During a video call with her boyfriend, this girl had an uneasy feeling that something wasn't quite right. Little did she know how right she was about to be. We see an eerie, dark shadow pass behind her. As she turns around, barely missing it, she hears noises coming from the other room. Expectantly unsettled, she then gets up to go check it out. Not finding anything, she returns only for this to happen. Who was that? Was that a woman? Why was she in the house, and did the girl survive the encounter? There are so many questions we have, and so little answers are given.
Not done just yet. If you want to see more of these videos, please subscribe. We upload new, strange, creepy, and unexplained videos all the time. Now let's get back to the list.
We've made it to the end of our list, and of course, we have saved the best for last. In the final video, we have what can be considered a glitch in the Matrix. Many people believe that reality, everything that we know, is just a simulation. Basically, we are all living inside of a giant computer simulation, and errors in the programming are explained as paranormal activity. In the video, CCTV cameras capture footage outside a business place as a man is walking away. You'll notice that everything else is moving normally. The man, however, is frozen on the spot. The person recording pans the camera, showing that the date and time on the screen as proof that the feed is actually live. Like us, you might be thinking, does this man know that he is frozen in time? What do people around him think as they see this? Perhaps he might be having a medical emergency, or perhaps the whole thing is a staged hoax. Either way, this one is truly curious. We hope you enjoyed the video. Which entry on this list did you find most interesting? Be sure to comment below, and I'll see you next time.